What about we talk about the XL bully? You know.
Oh yeah, the dog.
Yeah. I was. Did you guys know I was in London when that was happening?
The XL bully.
Yeah. I saw it. I was there. I was a participant. No, that's true. My wife, as you insist I call her,
is an XL bully.
Yes, is an XL bully. You know, you might think that white women just like having sex with dogs, but now they've gone as far as to actually become dogs.
Wow.
I've never taken her to London, so I was like, well, you know, 'tis the season, September. Let's go. Make me laugh. Let's go to London. So we did, and
wait, she's here in the UK.
Oh yeah, did you not know that?
No, because you didn't fucking tell us.
That's that's really funny. I didn't realize. I guess like, so like I know sometimes I don't tell you things, and I know I should tell you those things. In this case, genuinely like, I don't know. I guess like I assumed that
We'd somehow know.
Yeah, you would know somehow. But yeah, she's in the UK. She's in the room next door.
Do you ever just want to not spend time with each other? Like, ever since you got married, it's like you're spending like every single day with each other. I don't understand.
I do have a job. Yeah, it's actually, you know what? I would say that we don't spend actually that much of a time together.
I know that was the joke, obviously.
Oh, good. I see.
Yes.
I get you.
I understand. Yes,
because it was a former long distance relationship. Anyway, the important thing is just to get back to what matters. We went there and we saw them. They were at Parliament Square. And they were just having a whale of a time.
Oh, can I send you a photo of one of the men defending it? And
It's
actually,
me.
it's you. You got interviewed by Joe. I was like, oh, what's Michael doing there? No, this guy was saying, you know, the XL bullies, you know, they're harmless. You know, it's all about the owners. You know, that's always the line. It's all about the owners. Well, obviously, you know, that presents an issue because not all owners are great, but whatever. But so this is the guy who's defending them. And I just love that Joe picked this guy out.
Yeah. He looks like the lead singer of the Smashing Pumpkins.
If you put this photo in from the beginning, Michael, so people can see, I think, because I like that. I mean, I trust that man to look after his dog and not, you know, turn it into like a vicious animal capable of killing anyone.
Yeah. Well, of course, the funny thing is that they didn't let there be any dogs there. Because I guess they knew that they would all kill each other otherwise.
I know, yeah. The thing is, I saw an interview with some guy who was like, you know, talking to Sky News about the XL bully, and this guy asked him, what if one of these dogs attacks you, what should you do? Like, can you fend it off? And he was just like, oh yeah, no, it'll rip you to pieces. You better run right away. And it's like, if there's it doesn't matter if you're like a grown man. If there's an animal that can do that to you, like that's just like on the streets of Britain, like walking around. It's maybe it's not the best idea to have it around, you know.
I agree. It's a good thing. Of course, it's easy to say. Oh, you know what I like though? They had like the sign like "Don't bully our bullies." Which the problem with that is you want to avoid a situation where the word you're using as a negative is also the thing you're defending. It's like if he said, like, don't murder our murderers. Like, at that point, you should probably realize the fact you're using the word murder as a negative should give it away.
Yeah, exactly, yeah. Like, it's also quite a aggressive name. Extra large bully.
Yeah, like that's it. Like, it's a terrible name.
It's like, oh, hello, who's an extra large bully? You're an extra large bully.
Yeah,
you would think, like, it makes you wonder if we just called them, like you know, like a cockapoo. Like, that's just the most pussy name ever. Like, if they were called cockapoos, they would be fine. They wouldn't harm anyone.
You know what? Since we've got some time, I just wanted to post this photo in the chat of it. It's of two gay men. Okay. If you've got a funny image of two gay men, then please put it in the chat.
Oh my god.
What's
That's a fun tattoo.
Oh, is it tattoo? Yeah, I thought that's a bit gay, that tattoo, but then, you know, that's not the only gay thing that's going on in the picture.
And the other guy has like some kind of navy thing going on. Yeah, you know what? I just realized he's not. See, I thought he was grabbing the guy's dick and like milking him or whatever. Yeah. But if you actually look carefully, you can see that the guy's dick is actually in front of the guy's wrists. Like, you can see the guy's dick hanging out. And the guy just seems to be like, I don't know, touching his, like, rubbing his belly or something.
Yeah, initially I thought like you, Michael, he was milking him. You know, that's why I saved the image because it's he's just milking him from behind.
Yeah. Instead, I don't even know what he's doing. He's just giving him belly rubs.
Honestly, I can't remember what I typed in to get that, but shout out to Falcon Studio for that image.
That's crazy. So, in terms of putting this in the chat, are we enthused by that prospect?
What you mean in the video?
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah, in the chat. Yeah.
No,
yeah.
I don't think we're going to be able to put that one in the video now.
Oh, wow. No. Looks like political correctness, cancel culture strikes again.
I know. Can't even put a photo of a gay guy jacking up another gay guy from behind. Let us get into what we're going to do today, guys. We're going to do something very special today, which you don't know, right? I haven't told you.
No, you haven't.
I think you might have told me.
What did I tell you, Dylan?
I don't know. I just wanted to
sound special.
Yeah, that's it.
Right, so as everyone can see on screen, all our viewers, this is what we are doing for the Pope is Gay today. It's going to be another very visual episode. You two are going to, and me as well, we're going to be having a draft, okay?
A draft?
Yeah, we're going to, there's 8 sections, okay? And you're going to be picking out of each section who the best option, okay? No. What do you think it is, by the way?
Obviously, it's, I'm thinking about the time of year it is, and I don't think that really helps very much. So I'm not sure.
Okay. Dylan, do you have any guesses?
Nope.
Great. Thank you so much, Dylan.
No, it's going to be like... it's going to be
like people who are going to be outed as nonces. Like, celebrities will be outed as nonces.
That's a good idea, that. Let's do that.
Yes, I did get it. Yay.
Oh, yeah, because of the whole Russell Brand thing. I still don't really understand what's going on there. But is he a sex pest?
He made a video called... I mean, the thing is, like, my attitude towards that's actually something that could have easily been, like, a topic now I think about it, and I regret my decision to not make it my topic. But I will just say very briefly, to me, like, my attitude was always like, yeah, like, he definitely... Like, there's no way that comedian Russell Brand in the 2000s didn't rape a bunch of women. There's just 0% chance that he didn't, because like I assume that anyway.
Mm-hmm, yeah, when it was exactly. You assume it anyway. When it was announced that it was Russell Brand, I think everyone's reaction was like, "Oh yeah, that makes sense."
Yeah,
like, oh yeah, that's not surprising. Well, I'm surprised allegations hadn't come out about him already. But yeah. So anyway,
what was he actually famous for? Like
Russell Brand. Well, he was a comedian, and then he became like an actor. He starred in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yes. And he dated Sarah Palin. It was Sarah Palin. I was about to say Sarah Palin instead of Katy Perry.
Oh, I don't know. Which one would you prefer, Sarah Palin or Katy Perry?
It's a tough one.
That's a fucking tough one. Right, but yeah, so who will be Britain's next sex pest? So obviously, as you can see, 24 celebrities, 8 groups, 3 celebs in each group. As you can see, well, the reason why we're doing this is...
Like
I like how you use like a really professional, like kind of default PowerPoint presentation.
Yeah.
Like this was the guy who came out with this. Like, yeah, this will really enhance the business meetings that'll be happening.
Yeah.
And he was like,
I'm using Microsoft PowerPoint to its fullest potential. Yeah. Yeah. Just I looked on the right hand side. Oh, that's a nice default layout. So of course we had Hugh Edwards, Russell Brand, Philip Schofield, and Prince Andrew in recent years who have been involved in like sex scandals. Now, obviously, it's important to point out for legal reasons that, for instance, Hugh Edwards apparently did not do anything illegal, and we're not going to be accusing anybody here of doing anything illegal. It's just a sex pest.
Yeah,
basically.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, could mean anything.
I've always thought of Michael as a bit of a sex pest. Maybe not so much now that he's settled down.
Michael is on the list. No, he's not.
No, yeah, that'd be good. I like to think of, all 3 of us as celebrities in our own right.
Yeah. So yeah, and also we have a PER score out of 10, which is the Predator Expectation Rating. So what I've done is, for all of them, I've listed an argument and a PER score out of 10. Based on what I think. Again, it's just like it's like a scouting report,
Yeah. Well, it's like how you had when we're talking about people who are going to die, you got more points for the more obscure or the least likely deaths.
Oh, yeah, but you don't get more points this time.
Okay, so this one, it just helps out with, okay.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to, on another note, I'm looking forward to revisiting that, because, I mean, I'm sure someone got Len Goodman, and I'm sure he bit us this year. I'm looking forward to that becoming a video.
Yes. So obviously, if you have a PER score of 10, that means you're a confirmed sex pest. But none of these people have a score of 10 because we don't know. So obviously, there's like Russell Brand isn't on this list because we already know. So there's no point in drafting him because he's a
Those 4 would all have all be 10s.
Yes,
yeah.
All 4 of them would. Again, like Hugh Edwards, I feel a bit bad lumping him with the rest of them. But obviously,
I like Hugh. He announced the Queen's death. You know, that's you know, I like Hugh.
I also like how Philip Schofield and Prince Andrew are looking at each other like, uh-oh.
Is that the still from when Philip Schofield announced he was gay?
I don't know. Is it the still from when Philip Schofield got arrested? Maybe because he's looking quite shocked there. Anyway, let's move on to slide number 1. So Dylan will be picking first.
So yeah, Dylan goes first for this one. It's not
Dylan's draft first, Michael last. So we've got Graham Norton. Argument: he is a gay man in capital G and a prominent BBC presenter. PER 7. Clive Myrie, BBC News presenter, supporter of Manchester City. Oh, I liked Clive Myrie until I knew that.
I say that also he might be charged with presenting women with another BBC.
Okay.
You said it. PER 5.4. And Michael McIntyre has BBC entertainment show, looks Chinese, and they often have misogynistic views. PER 6.1. Out of all of them, probably. Oh no, I like Graham Norton though. He does the Eurovision commentary, and you know it wouldn't be the same if he had to leave the TV. This is really tough. This is really tough. I actually like all 3 of them. I don't want any of them to be predators. But I'll go with Graham Norton. But I hope I'm wrong.
Wow.
You know, he's probably the most likely because he's gay. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for being so homophobic, Dylan. You've gone for the man with the highest PER score, so that makes sense, right? I'm going next. Clive Myrie or Michael McIntyre. I think I'm gonna have to go with Michael McIntyre. You know, just because
that's good. This allows me to be racist.
I think that'd be funny. So, Clive Myrie, tell me, are you happy with your pick?
Yeah, I am happy because you know what they're like, and the kind of things that they're doing to our women. I think we all know that. And,
it would be quite funny if Michael McIntyre did turn out to be like a pest. He's like, you ever accidentally touch someone's boob and get a boner?
Yeah, no, I'm sure that's what he'd say in his trial.
He would have the prison howling. Like, isn't it funny? You always plead not guilty, even though you know you are. Yes, we do that.
That's classic. He's winning the prison talent show.
Okay, so that is group 1 done. So just to recap, we have Dylan going for Graham Norton, Michael going for Clive Myrie, and Luke going for Michael McIntyre. Okay, so group 2, Michael to draft first. So you're reading L, Michael. Okay.
Yes.
Right.
David Attenborough. Argument: old BBC presenter, likely New Savile, probably has weird views on sex as he spent his life watching animals fuck. 7.9. Jake Humphrey. Argument: former BBC presenter, has a dead look in his eyes.
I think he does.
6.2. He does. Boris Johnson. Just this whole deal. Tory, has 9 kids. Would be huge shock if he wasn't. 9.5.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like, again.
So what are you thinking, Michael?
Boris Johnson, I guess the only issue with it, this is the only thought I have, is that with Boris Johnson, it's so obvious. Would they even report on it? Now, I guess, no. I'm going to go for Jake Humphrey.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to be
Jake
controversial.
Humphrey.
I think that he's got a secret.
Okay, Dylan, what do you think about these? Who would you go for?
I'm going last. I actually probably would have gone for Jake Humphrey too. Just something about him. It's always the quiet ones, isn't it? It's always the ones you don't. But then again, like Boris Johnson is almost guaranteed to be right. So you kind of have to go with him because
My theory of David Attenborough is that he's kind of asexual. Like I feel like he's got such a. It's like I agree. He probably has like a warped view of things, but I think he's got such a naturalistic view that like he never has even had sex because he's always like describing it like the female mating ritual is bemusing to men. And she's like, "What are you doing?"
I mean, yeah, that's why I put. So I am actually going to go for Boris Johnson here. That's what I'm going to go for.
I get Attenborough. That's all right.
Yes.
I can imagine him like perving on somebody and like narrating it while he's doing stuff.
Yeah. What does he do in his spare time? That's what he must do as a hobby. Just like.
Have you ever seen the video of him like laughing at the plants that look like they're ejaculating?
No.
He had a music like a nature documentary about like plants, and there's like this plant that like fires its seeds out with propulsion, and he's like laughing at it like.
I realized that I think it'd be better actually because I know what's coming. And you guys don't. From now on, like instead of like Michael drafting first and Dylan going last, what's going to happen is whoever is drafting last is actually drafting second. You understand? And I'll always draft last. I'll always have the
That's very kind of you, like.
Well, I just think it'd be better, honestly.
I mean, you've got Boris Johnson now, so you've probably won.
I know.
So
I've got Michael McIntyre and Boris Johnson so far. So yeah. So let's go to group 3.
Okay.
Lawrence Fox. Argument: confirmed sexual harasser known for saying unacceptable things about women. Oh, he's one of the GB News people, isn't he?
Yes, that's very topical. Yeah.
Yes. Jimmy Carr. His personality.
Oh, can you also read out the PER rating, Dylan?
Oh yeah, sorry. Lawrence Fox has a PER of 9.3, which is quite high. Jimmy Carr, his personality. He's also a bit of an attention seeker as well. That's
that's his personality. Yeah.
Also was a long-time colleague of Russell Brand. PR 8.2 and Gary, what am I doing there, Gary? Alan Shearer, BBC pundit, was a predator when it came to putting the ball in the back of the net. PR 5.6.
Wow.
Well, also got 289 goals, Gary.
Yeah. So who you thinking, Dylan?
I'm going for Jimmy Carr. Just because I don't trust him. He's just a bit of an attention seeker. I don't like that in people.
Jimmy Carr. Oh, interesting. So, Michael, you're second now. Who are you going to go for?
Well, I don't see it being Alan Shearer. So I went against last time. I bucked the trend by going for a lower person. This time I'm going to go for someone who I think is just obvious. Yeah, Lawrence Fox.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, obviously there was I was talking about Lawrence Fox earlier and his whole like. How it's actually really important free speech that you can talk about women sexually. So,
yes.
I mean, as well, he does look like not nonce, because I mean, we're not specifically going kids, but I mean, he does look like some kind of like someone that's on a register of some kind.
Oh yeah, no doubt about it. Yeah. So that's why I'm surprised you didn't pick him, Dylan, and you went for Jimmy Carr instead. Are you just hoping it's Jimmy Carr?
I'm just I like to be open. I thought we'd get more points if they've got a lower score.
No, that's not the case. We went through that.
Oh, fair enough. Okay.
I think Michael said that, and I rebuffed him and said, no, that's not the case.
I must have missed that bit.
Glad to see you're paying attention as usual.
He was busy watching his football.
Oh, yeah.
Like all sexual predators.
I don't know.
I'm surprised you didn't fancy going for Alan Shearer, Dylan.
No, Gary. It wasn't me, Gary. It wasn't me.
You gotta believe me, Gary.
No, Gary, I didn't do it.
She came on to me, Gary. That's how it happened. I believe you, Alan. Right. So, just to recap, Dylan has gone for Jimmy Carr with his pick. Michael went for Lawrence Fox, and I went for Alan Shearer. Well, I had to pick up Alan Shearer. So it's Michael to go next.
Roy Hodgson. Roy Hodgson. Argument: might be suffering from dementia, which can make you more handsy. 5.2. Yeah, like Doc Brandon. No fielding. Argument: friends of Russell Brand, and like Brand, dated Bob Geldof's 16-year-old daughter when 33.
Yep.
PR 9.7. Ant and Tech both. Oh dear. Argument: possibly had a few crazy nights up on the Tyne where things got a bit out of hand. 5.8. Yeah, see, I was going to say about Noel Fielding. I kind of feel like actually, I almost view him as like Russell Brand is his evil twin. That's what I was going to say before I read the explanation. Now
yeah.
Yeah, because in my head I was like, they kind of feel quite similar, does old Noel Fielding and Russell Brand.
No, I mean, they were friends. I think in the Big Fat Quiz of the Year, they often appeared as teammates.
Yeah. I guess the fact that he's like become a more wholesome personality doesn't change the fact that he 100% looks like a kind of rocker, and Like every single rock star has fucked a kid.
Okay, yeah, right.
Like,
is that confirmed?
Yeah, like, he looks like he could be like one of the singers for Kiss or whatever.
He was dating
a 16-year-old.
Yeah, when he was in his 30s. And obviously that is legal in the UK, but it is still, I would think, indicator of a personality. You can infer things from that. Yeah. Like Russell Brand. So who are you going to go for, Michael? Who's going to be your pick?
I'm going to say that he was just doing that because of Russell Brand's bad influence, and ultimately he's a good egg.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't find either of the other two very convincing. I suppose so. Ant and Dec. When you say both, do you mean either?
It has to be. It has to be both.
Okay, I'm going to have to go for Noel Fielding then. If it was either, I might have gone for them, but no.
Who would you have gone for, Ant or Dec?
I feel like Dec would be more likely because he's short, so he'd be insecure.
Oh,
no, wait, Dec is the short one, isn't he?
Dec's the short one, yeah.
But Ant has issues with drinking. Which, I don't know, could be an indicator of other bad, traits. I'm not sure. Anyway, Dylan. Well, so you've got Roy Hodgson or Ant and Dec, both of them.
Well, my thing was actually what Mike was saying, Ant or Dec. If it was either, I probably would go for Ant or Dec, but not Dec. I actually think that Ant might be a sexual predator. Like, I once watched a Saturday Night Takeaway where just kind of like, there's like this woman in the audience who just kind of like touched her knees and like wobbled them, and I was just like, that's a bit weird. That's a bit strange. But Dec's a lovely bloke, Dec would never. Yeah. I reckon Roy Hodgson, like after a match, he he watches the players in the shower and he's got like quite dated views. He's like, he didn't score that goal. He's like smacks him on the bottom, and he thinks it's harmless, but you can't do that in 2023.
He makes the players uncomfortable, but he's like, it's nothing. Get over
it. It was worse back in his day, but he still needs to get with the time. So yeah, I'm gonna go with old Roy.
You're gonna go with Roy. Oh, you didn't like my Roy joke, did you?
No, I said I liked your Roy joke because it's the only thing I really know about him.
That he's old and he can't say it's ours.
That means I have to go for Ant and Dec.
Dec's a sweet guy. We like Dec. There's.
Right. Okay. We'll move on to group number 5 now. So, Dylan, if you will.
Group 5, Dylan to draft first, Michael last. Mike Dean, a generally weird man, also a referee, PER 7.3. Warwick Davis, argument, with his lack of height, he can look up women's... With his lack of height, he can look at women's skirts. Maybe he's done that. And then I can't read the last name because... Paul Lee.
You didn't do the PER, Dylan.
Sorry, PER 3.8.
God.
And finally, Paul Lee, family dad. Just watch any of his TikToks with his sons. Don't tell me you don't have suspicions. 9.2 PER. So I don't really know who he is, but he looks a bit noncy. So and he's got a 9.2. So just by going by the rules again. Warwick Davis, however, even though he's got quite a low score, I can just imagine. He could probably get away with more being I don't know. I don't think you're allowed to say midget anymore. I think that's actually considered a very offensive term.
Especially dwarf.
Who are you going to go for, Dylan?
I think I'll go for what's he called? Paul Lee.
Even though you don't know who he is and never seen any of his TikToks.
But 9.2. I think I might have heard a little bit about. He's like one of them family YouTubers. Says it all. Yeah. We need to get social services in, and we need to get those sons somewhere safe immediately.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. That's what. Whenever I see his videos like pop up on Twitter, family videos, that's always the caption. It's like, got to get his sons out of there. What is he? So, Michael, you've seen his TikToks.
Is he the guy who did the sausage roll songs, or is that a different thing?
No, that's Slad Baby.
That's a different guy.
Okay, yeah. My issue with Mike Dean is that, who cares about sexual assault? Women. And women don't know who Mike Dean is.
Okay.
So that would be like, so why would you even report on it? You just like, some guy, you might as well just print out like, Bob Smith has sexually assaulted, and everyone will be like, who cares? So I think based on that, I'm going to go for Warwick Davis.
Okay, wow, Warwick Davis. Why do you think Warwick Davis? He can get away with stuff?
Yeah, also, he's got the kind of energy.
Just because he's a dwarf.
I don't want to say why, but I can just imagine him, kind of scurrying off. Yeah, a woman's trapped. Mostly because I'm thinking of the movie Leprechaun.
Oh yeah, which we're gonna review soon on Select and Reflect. Yeah,
It's like no.
yeah. So let's move on to Group 6. Michael, you're picking first now.
Yes, I am.
You can't have that picture for Matt Lucas.
Oh my god. So Matt Lucas. Argument. A gay man who looks creepy. Also has had plenty of controversial moments. Brackets see above. And this is of course 8.1 by the way, and that's of course controversial with reference to his decision to include representation of women, which of course was very controversial amongst the incel anti-feminist community.
Exactly. Yeah.
Jamie Carragher, argument, likes to cover little kids in his body fluid.
Bodily.
Sorry, bodily fluids. Yeah,
do you know what that picture is of, by the way, Michael? I think Dylan might know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's I think Liverpool had just lost the game or something, and someone just pulled alongside, and they pull the window down. Like, oh, you lost the game, and then he just spits at this guy's daughter.
Yes,
that's quite funny.
And he's still got a job.
Yes, he's still. Yeah, this I didn't include it. That I saw the video of him going on Sky News to grovel.
I loved that video because that woman that was interviewing just did not. It was brilliant. How hard she went in on him.
I know, it's just Jamie Carragher.
I'm ashamed of myself. I wish I'd never done it. All he said was, "You lost the game." It wasn't even that, and he spit at them. It's like, I know.
It's so funny. Carragher's just sitting there rather composed, and this woman is just going on at him and attacking him. And Carragher can't do anything because he knows he can't. He just has to say sorry and get it over with.
It's one of the bad. It's do you think you should resign from your job? And he's like, I don't think I made a mistake, but I don't think I should resign.
And finally, Ainsley Harriott, and the argument is has the required facial expressions to be a predator. 8.5 now. I love Ainsley. He's very wholesome. He's often described as the Bob Ross of cooking.
Is he?
Yeah, by me.
Okay.
So I don't think he's likely to do it. Jamie Carragher, I think in a way, it's because for him, that's the worst thing. The fact that he reacted that way tells me he lives in a very innocent, naive world. Where somebody saying, "Hey, you lost the game," is the worst. It's that's the worst thing I've ever heard. Time to do the worst thing I can think of in response. Spit water at someone. So I don't think that he, I don't think he knows what rape is.
But it's such an escalation,
It's such an overreaction.
Yeah. Finally, Matt Lucas. He is gay. I could
just leave it at that.
Yeah, I could. I could see him having done something. I actually feel like David Walliams. I don't know if he's on that later on, but I feel like David Walliams would be more likely in a way.
Oh, definitely.
I'm gonna go. I'll go for Matt Lucas because I think maybe.
Okay.
I'm just looking at that face. It's so funny.
Dylan, who are you going to go for? Jamie Carragher or Ainsley Harriott?
I could make more of an argument for Jamie Carragher being being a bit weird, but no, I think I'll go for Ainsley Harriott. I think did he ever do kids TV as well or not?
I'm not. Obviously, he was Ready Steady Cook.
Ready Steady Cook, yeah,
which was on after school, so same difference.
I think I do remember. A lot of us at school would watch Ready Steady Cook. Richard was watching his Blue Peter, but I'd be watching me Ainsley Harriott on Ready
Steady. Your friend Richard,
who would only watch Blue Peter. I listened back to that one the other day. I'll go for Ainsley Harriott.
Okay, so that leaves me with Jamie Carragher. Next, Dylan, if you will.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. David Walliams. The front pages are ready to go. 9.9999999.
That's really funny.
King Charles runs in the family. Any sex crimes could have got covered up. And Andrew Tate. Is it that you'd feel? Shares the same name with a known sex trafficker. I mean, it's just an Andrew Tate thing. You know what? All three of these could be. By
the way, once again, for the third time now, you did not read out the PER.
Right, David Walliams is 9.999.
You read that
Charles
one.
Is 7.4, and Andrew Tate, you'd feel, is 4.7. Now, actually, I probably will go for David Walliams. Before I do so, while I've got the floor, I will say one thing about King Charles that you've not mentioned is there was a documentary about Jimmy Savile, and King Charles used to write a lot when he was Prince Charles to Jimmy Savile, saying like, you're so popular with people. Like, how do I become more like you, Jimmy? Kind of things like that. Like they actually, him and Jimmy Savile actually were quite well. I don't know about being friends, but they would like write to each other a lot, and I'm sure they like knew each other.
So I feel like it's not going to be King Charles because I think. Basically, actually, the people who do all the bad stuff are the monarchs who are, or the royals who are like on the outskirts because they have the power, but they're not constantly being monitored. I think that King Charles, they just wouldn't let him. Like, I feel like maybe he was jealous. Maybe he was jealous of Andrew. He was like, "Mummy, why can't I go and rape people?"
Why can't I have sex with 15-year-olds?
Yeah,
why don't I go to Jeffrey's party?
Now, Charles, you're going to be the king, so you can't have that.
And I think he was upset about it.
Yeah,
but
you can't hang out with Jeffrey Epstein. You have to hang out with Tony Blair instead.
Yeah, but I think that he was prevented from doing it. So not because he's like a great upstanding guy, but just because the royal family they were like. Andrew Tate can do whatever. Sorry, Andrew Tate. Prince Andrew can do whatever he wants.
So can Andrew Tate.
I'm gonna go for Andrew Tate because also kind of he's got like a bit of a comb over, like, and he's kind of got a receding hairline. These are kind of things I associate.
Can I ask about Andrew Tate? Like, do we like? Do people keep tabs on him? Like, is he like famous, or because he was appeared in a Man United fan video or something? But do we upload regularly? Do we see much of him, or like?
He could, for all we know, he's already in prison.
Yeah,
exactly.
No, he's not in prison. No, someone else is related in that community, which we'll get to. But Andrew Tate he's still around. He's still around. People still see him sometimes. That leaves me with King Charles, right? So we're on to the last slide now. Michael, you ready?
I'm more than ready. I was born ready.
Up next is the final group, Group 8.
Oh.
So, Matt Hancock, also bad hair. Argument, just a very weird man. Look at him, 7.5. Pete and Baz, as we know them, Brexit Bill and Brexit Barry.
Yeah.
Or Bob, or whatever they were.
Yeah.
And both of them. It would be a crushing blow, but their vibe doesn't seem to be that respectful towards women. 6.8. And Robbie from Arsenal Fan TV. Argument, friends of DT who kidnapped his own wife. 1.2.
Do you know that story?
I actually don't know that story.
I don't know
the guy
either.
who used to say like bruv all the time. It's like bruv.
That's it.
Bruv. Is that DT?
No. Maybe it's him, but the guy that went like fam and brav, that's another guy. That's this like Muslim guy. What's it? I can't remember what he's called. I think he's Muslim. He's like Middle Eastern.
Blood.
But
Wait,
yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah,
AFTV TV Troops. This says.
That's it. Troops. That's it. He's called Troops. Yeah.
There's a video that says speeds up. It's an interview. It speeds up every time he says blood.
Yeah.
It's really funny.
Yeah. That guy did not kidnap his wife, but DT did.
I think every single person here voted Brexit. I like to think Robbie was one of those, those black people who voted Brexit.
One of those.
Yeah. My family came here the right way. That's what I like to believe.
Robbie kicked off Mo. There was this guy called Mo from Arsenal Fan TV after Mo was talking about Palestine.
Really?
And he got kicked off AFTV.
That's pretty based.
Yeah, I know. So yeah, maybe Robbie did vote Brexit.
That's exactly. Yeah. But you know what? Yeah, so I'm just gonna go Matt Hancock. Because he's he's a bit of a knob.
Okay, Dylan, who are you thinking, Pete and Baz or Robbie from AFTV?
It's a tough one. I don't really think either of them. I mean, Matt Hancock as well, I don't really think, because, he got the gold. He got sacked because of that affair. You should see, he's got some sweet poontang. He doesn't need to...
He
doesn't need to be harassing anybody. He's got what he needs, So, it probably would be Pete and Baz, just because...
Wow.
Yeah,
it has to be both of them, by the way.
Yeah, fine. But I can imagine, they're quite close with each other. So, if Pete was like, oh, what, I'm just griping this 15-year-old. Do you want to join us? All right, mate. Yeah, I feel like they're comfortable in each other's presence enough that they'll,
I love the impression. Yeah. I'm just griping this 15-year-old. Do you want to join me, mate?
Yeah. they like to, self-narrate.
Yeah. So that leaves me with Robbie from AFTV. Dylan, I'll go through yours, right? First, so you have selected, this is who you think could be Britain's next sex pest, okay? So
I love that title though. Britain's next sex pest. It's like a talent show.
It's like, competition.
Yeah. So we have Graham Norton, David Attenborough, Jimmy Carr, Roy Hodgson, Paul Lee from The Family, Ainsley Harriott, David Walliams, and Pete and Baz. What do you think of your selection, Dylan? You happy about that?
I think I've got a winner there. I think David Walliams is a definite winner. But I mean, the other seven, I think, the dad guy, I forgot I had him as well. He's probably quite a good card to have as well. But the other six are probably quite benign. But those two could be winning me the big bucks and the prize. All
right. So, Michael, you for Britain's next sex pest think it might be Clive Meyer, Jake Humphrey. Clive Meyer. Jake Humphrey, Lawrence Fox, Noel Fielding. Those are two strong picks right there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
And it only gets better with Warwick Davis.
Yes.
Matt Lucas, another strong pick. Andrew Tate, not the Romanian one, of course. And then Matt Hancock to finish. And with me, I've gone for Michael McIntyre, Boris Johnson, Alan Shearer, Anton Deck, a bit of a Geordie theme there. Mike Dean, Jamie Carragher, bit of a Scouse theme there. And King Charles and Robbie from AFTV, two Londoners born and bred. So there's one final twist in this draft, guys. I'm going to let you change one of your picks to people on the last slide. So here we go. So you can swap any of your picks for either. Free agent Mark Labette or Richard Laruna. So Dylan, do you want to swap any of your picks for either Mark Labette or Richard? I'll let you pick first.
I reckon Richard probably is a bit of a creep.
Okay. So you're swapping Pete and Baz for Richard?
I'm going to swap Warwick Davis for Mark Labette because I felt bad for Warwick Davis. I arguably said some stuff about him that was offensive. And
arguably. Oh, wow. So both the free agents are taking Mark Labette and Richard Laruna. Dylan has picked Richard and swapped in for Pete and Baz, while Michael has picked Mark Labette and he swapped in for Warwick Davis. Wow. So yeah, there is a thing we're going to do today. Let's get on to the topics. And just by the way, obviously we hope none of these people are sexual predators unless they are actually sexual predators, and the stories just haven't come out yet. The women who received abuse can receive justice, and also we one of us is right as well.
Yes, that's important.
I'm worried for that. Was that Ava woman for Jill or something like that? Because she said she was fearing for her safety after Lawrence Fox and that other bloke, Kiwi bloke.
Yeah.
He wasn't on there actually, was he?
Dan Wootton. No, because he's from New Zealand.
Oh, they've got to be British, I see.
Yeah. Hence the title, Britain's Next Sex Pest. Yeah.
But then, he lives in Britain. So, it's just like Britain's Got Talent. Once had winners from Hungary, because it's,
Good point. Maybe I should expand it next year.
Next year. I love this. It's like an annual thing.
Yeah, because Rolf Harris wouldn't have qualified because he's Australian, but, he's he lived in Britain for a while. So I think I just added that disclaimer on the end.
Unfortunately, he's one of our own.
Oh god, Rolf Harris, eh? Can you tell what it is yet?
It's my penis. It's my didgeridoo.
Yeah, that's the joke. Yeah. Right. So let's get on to the topics. Yeah, let's get on to the topics now. Who wants to go first out of you two?
Well, Dylan wants to go first.
Essentially, what I'm going to do is I'm not going to share my screen, but I'm going to record my screen. There's a reason for this. Because what we got is it's like a game. Like how you gave me a trivia game. Well, this time we're going to see out of you two who's got the best kind of knowledge. So.
Okay, you spent quite a long time thinking of that word, Dylan.
Didn't I?
You don't have very much.
What's the word again? I mean, it doesn't actually matter. But let's say, Michael, you're yellow and Luke, you're blue. And then I'm
Okay.
sharing the screen so I can see what you're both putting. And then when the viewers look at this, because people are so invested in our podcast that they'll be able to see this too. This is going to work really well. So the first question is, so what I've done is ask questions that like one of you will know, the other doesn't. So the first question is, what is the nationality of Manchester United striker Rasmus Højlund? Is he Norwegian, Swedish, Finnish, or Danish?
Oh god damn it! I don't know.
So you don't know it, you cover the ball.
You shouldn't have gone for 4 that could all be 100% credible.
Blue's locked
By the way,
in.
let's have a timer of 30 seconds.
Yeah. There's a timer.
Locked in. Right, I'm
Both locked in. So then we reveal the screen, and Luke's just gone for Danish. Michael's gone for all 4. The answer is
I probably
Danish.
shouldn't have gone Finnish, to be honest. Like, he probably wasn't Finnish.
Not to be confused with Erling Haaland. Okay, so Michael, you're now on to. You've lost 3 chips there. So if you want to just clear your thing, if you'll clear your things for me.
Right.
Okay, and the next question is one that Michael might know that Luke probably won't, which is, in Jake and Amir, what is the name of Amir's 50-year-old friend played by Alison Williams? Is it Cheryl, Jane, Melissa, or Rachel?
So if I get this wrong, I'm out permanently.
Yes.
Yeah, so like what Michael did, he didn't know, so we covered all of them. So, you could try that, but, if you... So let's see what you've gone for. So Michael's gone for A, Luke's gone for all 4.
Shit! I thought it was Cheryl.
You thought it was Cheryl.
I didn't want to
Cheryl's
risk
his
it.
oldest chica.
It's all the Chica.
She's 50.
And it is Cheryl.
He's like, she's my oldest friend. We met
No,
yesterday.
I thought it was Cheryl because I've also seen these, but not as much as Michael.
Yeah.
Not as
But,
much as Michael. She's actually
I've thought it was
23
but
when she did it.
If you didn't have the thing, if you're out permanently, I would have just gone for Cheryl.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's
You got it.
that's kind of. I possibly would have guessed some of them, but yeah.
Okay, the
could've
next
guessed
question
Finnish.
is about your podcast, which is here.
Mine.
Select and Reflect received the highest number of views for a review of which film? Is it
God,
American
see, this could have
Pie,
been something that changed.
Blue Lagoon, Charlie's Angels, or Slumdog Millionaire?
You didn't really
God
make
damn
this
it.
easy, Dylan.
Yeah, that's really annoying. Like, because there's none. Like, it could be genuinely because I know like some of them have really risen up.
So drop the screen. Charlie's Angels, not Who Wants to Be a Slumdog Millionaire. Where is film?
The Slumdog Millionaire was the highest one for a while, but
Yeah.
The answer is Charlie's Angels.
Yeah.
It has 889k. Then it's Blue Lagoon, actually. Is your second
Yeah.
highest.
really, wow, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, the next one is a review for which of these films has the lowest number of views on Select and
God
Reflect.
damn it.
Coco, Creed, IT, or Logan?
This is great, man.
I have no idea. Like, I think I'm just gonna see. I'm risking the possibility of going out and fuck it. I mean, I guess I might as well not. I don't know.
I mean, you
don't
can
wanna-
cover all
Wait,
of them
how many
still.
questions have we got left?
There's loads of questions. We won't run out. There's plenty, so it could end
Also, it's
any
just
time.
until one of us dies. Okay,
Until one of you
fuck it.
dies, yeah. Should we find out the answer is Coco?
Coco. Okay.
By the
Yeah,
way,
Creed-
it's by the way, Dylan, not IT. Just
Oh,
to-
sorry.
did you
Oh,
know
yeah,
that?
the one with the clown. Oh, that's
Yeah.
fun. I was thinking it was IT. Coco's on 16, Logan on 14, It's on 13, and Coco on 10. Which of these films? I think you might both know this, but I looked at
Dylan, you didn't take off our chips, by the way.
Oh, sorry,
Michael
yeah.
should have 2. I should have 3. So
yeah,
great to see you're
I'm
paying
bad at
attention to your own
this.
fucking quiz.
Actually, you should have 4, actually, because you lost. Yeah, which of these
Right.
films was released the earliest? Casablanca, Citizen Kane, Dumbo, or Mr. Smith Goes to Washington?
I don't know.
I could be wrong. To be fair,
If you
like-
could have picked one, Luke, which one would you have gone for?
Probably. He's gone for Mr. Smith Goes to Washington. Yeah, maybe that one. Honestly, yeah. That was
You
a
had
good guess,
Dumbo
isn't
for a
it?
while, didn't you? So we see if Michael's
Yeah,
right.
I was thinking Dumbo, but then I was like, I'm pretty sure that was
Dumbo's
released.
1940.
Yeah,
I
in
think
the 40s,
Dumbo is.
yeah.
It says here that actually it's 1941. Well, at least that's what you've at least
Yeah.
put on your video thumbnail. But Mr.
Oh,
Smith.
really?
Right, the next one is what is the last?
I know this
It's
one.
Sorry, because I had one that Michael would know, then one that Luke would know. It doesn't start with a Z. If that gives you a hint.
Great. Well, I have no idea. That one sounds cool, so I'm going to look it in.
Okay, let's drop the screen. You've all gone with
Yeah.
Malachi.
Oh,
Yeah, he was alright.
And it
thank
is
you for that
Malachi.
50-50.
Right, now it's one that Luke knows that Michael probably won't
Okay.
know. In which season did Newcastle United last play in the Champions League?
Oh god.
Was it 0102, 0203, 0304, 0405? I mean the competition proper, not qualifying round. So you've both covered B, and B
Okay.
is the right answer. How many points did the last legitimate Premier League champions Liverpool earn in the 2019-20 season?
Yeah, obviously, they're all the same amount. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm taking a guess.
Well, we are at the end now because you've both gone for different answers. So it's going to end. 97 was the number of Hillsborough victims, but was it the number of points they got? The answer is...
Actually, that would be significant if it happened.
99. So League wins.
Something in the back of my mind told me they got one less point than Man City, the record.
On 100, yeah. So it was pretty... But then 99. I mean, they were legitimate champions, though. So, that's something there. So, yeah.
Yes.
I think
Give yourself a rating, Dylan.
I think a 9 would be a fair rating. I think, work and effort went into it.
Okay.
It might have gone a little
Michael?
bit long.
So I think, but then I did like the concept, and it was clearly clever. I guess I'll give you an 8 for the concept.
Obviously you put some effort into this, Dylan, but obviously it's just a rehash of the £1 million draw. I'm going to give it a 7 overall. That's a score of 24. Sorry. Well, we're going to go next with my topic, by the way, guys.
Okay.
We're running quite late. I'll try and make this as quick as possible, but I've got a quiz as well, which is
that's
good.
fun.
Okay, so this is something we did last year, which is right. I'm going to say a name, and you're going to tell me whether this is a Europa League or Conference League team.
Oh, it's this again,
or a Star Trek planet.
I'm not very good at this.
This is, of course, meant to show how ridiculous the teams are in the Europa League and Conference League competitions, from all across Europe. Who are these teams even real? Who the fuck's heard of them? A lot of these teams were just in the qualifying rounds, but that counts. They were in the competition. They're on the Wikipedia page, so it counts. So there are, obviously the rules are if the correct answer is a country, you can guess the country for an extra point, by the way. Okay, so Dylan and Michael, let us go. So Dylan, you're going to go first. So
yes,
your first, your first. Is this a Europa League team or is it a Star Trek planet? We have Key.
Oh, it's got to be a Star Trek planet. Easy.
That is a football team.
All right.
From which country, Dylan?
Fair enough. Let's say they're from Azerbaijan.
The correct answer is the Faroe Islands.
Of course it is.
Wow.
Michael.
Yes.
Kalmar.
That is a football team.
Yes. Where are they playing? What?
Sweden.
Yeah, how do you know that?
I look at too many maps. No, because history, there used to be one of the early incarnations of Sweden was the Kalmar Union.
Okay. Well,
I know where Kalmar is. It's in it's just south of Stockholm.
Wow, that's it. That's incredible. So I really set you up for that one.
Michael's weird knowledge of things has proven useful for something.
Okay, well, let's hope it's not too easy for him the rest of the quiz. Dylan, your next one is Drelax.
I mean, that's got to be a Star Trek planet.
That is a Star Trek planet, correct. By the way, there's an equal number of Star Trek planets and countries for you.
Can I guess where the Star Trek planet is or not?
No.
Okay.
Because even I don't know. Michael, Petrok.
I think to me that sounds like a football team.
That is a Star Trek planet. I'm so sorry. Dylan, Rakow.
Oh, that's a football team.
Oh, correct. Well done. Where is it?
Montenegro.
Oh, you were so confident. I thought you might get this. It's Poland.
Well,
did you say Krakow?
Isn't that just Krakow?
I said Rakow because that's the team.
Oh, yeah.
Rakow. They won the Polish league last year. Rakow, and then it's there from a town which is very long and begins with a C.
I've not really been following the Polish league recently, so
no, that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, Michael. Your next one is Arbazan.
Star Trek.
Correct. Star Trek planet. Arbazan. Dylan, your next one is Andor.
Andor, well, a football team.
Incorrect.
No,
that's a planet.
No, they're a football team. They're in Andorra.
I know that because it's referenced in what's it called? Fucking Red Letter Media.
Yes,
Andor one time.
Yes, because of course there's a Star Trek show called Andor. Yes. But there's also a Star Trek planet called there's a Star Wars show called Andor. That's what I said. Yeah, there's a Star Trek planet called Andor as well. The Andorians. Michael, you're next up, and the name is Karabag.
Karabag. I guess it's a football team.
Yeah, it is a football team. Where is it?
Turkey. Is this Turkey even participate?
Steal.
You can't steal, Dylan.
Does Turkey participate?
Yes, they do. Yes,
Okay,
but the correct
so I'm
answer.
going for Turkey. Yeah.
Steal.
Correct answer is
Steal.
Azerbaijan.
Oh, I was going to say
Oh,
that.
really? That's really funny. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, Dylan. I knew you know that. Dylan, your next one is Feros.
Oh, that's actually, no, I was going to say it's a football team, but I actually reckon it is a Star Trek planet.
You are correct. It's a Star Trek planet. Well done, Feros. Michael, Vorskla.
I'm going to go for a Star Trek planet.
Incorrect. That's a football team. Where is Vorskla?
Romania.
It's Ukraine.
Oh, dear.
Well, they're not in Ukraine anymore.
Disaster, yeah.
But yeah. Dylan, Topola.
Say again?
Topola.
I mean,
I hardly know her.
that's got a bit. That's got. That's.
He loves it.
That's funny. I mean, that's.
Okay.
I broke him.
That's got to be a Star Trek planet. That.
Incorrect. That is another Europa League team.
Oh,
Can you
what-
tell me what country Topola are from?
What are they called again? Topola.
Topola.
Topola. I reckon they're Topola League in the Albania.
Oh, close. They were top of the league in Serbia.
Oh.
So no points for you there, Dylan. Michael, Zalgiris.
Zalgiris. Fuck it. I keep saying Star Trek planet. It keeps not being so. Star Trek planet.
Incorrect.
God damn it.
They are from Lithuania. Oh shit! I should have
you
said
didn't tell
that.
me. Oh, Luke.
Damn it!
Steal.
I messed up. Toros.
Toros. They're a football team.
That is a Star Trek planet. Michael, Badris.
Star Trek planet.
That is a Star Trek planet. Well done. You got that one right. Hey, we find one of you has finally hit 5. Dylan.
Oh, you're keeping count. That's fun.
I am. Yes. Dylan. Kivas.
Kivas. Oh, that's definitely a football team.
That is a Star Trek planet. This is great, man.
How many questions are there in total?
Sorry?
How many questions do we have in total?
14 total, 20 for each of you. Michael, Dritter.
Dritter. Football team.
Correct. Where are they from?
Dritter. They're from Croatia.
They're from
Can I
Kosovo.
steal? Oh, damn.
Kosovo, that's pretty close.
Did you know, Dylan?
No, I was going to guess like some German place like Austria, so.
Good. Dylan, Sepia.
Oh, I mean, this has to be a football team.
This is a Star Trek planet.
Fair enough.
Michael, Cosmos.
It's a double bluff, and I'm going to say, or whatever, I think it's got to be a football team.
It is a football team. Where are they from?
Cosmos. Ah, fuck. Slovakia.
Correct answer was San Marino.
Oh, I wouldn't guess
Okay,
that.
I wasn't going to get that at all.
Did you know that, Dylan?
I was going to guess like something like Moldova or something.
Well, stop saying "Can I steal?" if you don't know the answer.
But
right?
it's fun. Like I think that this would be a good element, and this will be
No,
included
I
in
don't
the.
think
It
so.
just
the
takes
overweight
a bit
rating.
more time. Dylan, your next name is Balzan.
Say again.
Balzan.
I don't know. I probably should just keep going for football team until it eventually is a football team. Because I can imagine.
It's the one time you switch to Star Trek, like the one time you switch.
No, it's got to be. I mean, this is a football team this time, Bolzan.
Yes,
Yes.
I can't. Of course, we're not giving you a guess. This doesn't count. But can you tell me where you think they're from?
This is in Moldova.
This is in Malta. So you wouldn't have got it anyway. But yeah, so doesn't matter. So anyway, Michael, you're next up. Morska.
Fuck. I really feel like I'm overdue for a Star Trek planet, but that sounds like it's not a Star Trek planet. However, I'm going to assume it is a Star Trek planet. Star Trek planet.
That is a Star Trek planet. Well done, Morska. Well done, Dylan. Dylan. Larnaca.
Larnaca. Football team.
Correct. Where are they?
They're from Croatia.
Correct answer is Cyprus.
No.
Oh dear.
Yeah, Michael. Your next up is Korop.
Star Trek planet.
Correct. This is a Star Trek planet. Well done.
I went to the Corrupt the other day.
That's great. Dylan. Beitar.
Beta. That's a Star Trek planet.
No, wrong. That's a football team. Can you tell me where Beta are located?
Beta. I reckon it's like somewhere Slovenia.
If I told you their full name, you'd probably get it. Beta Jerusalem.
Which?
Have we reached the point where Dylan can't reach me at this point?
No.
Okay.
But I don't think so. Anyway. But so yeah, if you said Palestine, you would have been correct.
Palestine.
Or occupied Palestine?
Yeah, occupied Palestine.
I don't know. Palestine competed in the Europa League. There you go.
So, Michael, your next one is Egnatia.
Football.
Correct. Where are they from?
Oh, fuck. Portugal. No, Italy.
No, well, I mean, if a team from Italy or Portugal went into this tournament, you probably would have heard of them.
Yeah, that's probably
the correct answer is Albania.
Albania. Okay, I wouldn't have really got that.
Yeah. So, Dylan, your next up is Ferenginar.
Oh, I know for a fact that they're a football team.
That is a Star Trek planet.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought, because like the Ferengi.
What were you thinking of? What football team is called Ferenginar?
I mean, because they sound a bit like Fenerbahce, so I was thinking, football team.
Well, it's not Fenerbahce, is it? It's Ferenginar.
But I was thinking, maybe they're from they're from another part of Turkey, so
Okay. I thought you may have got it confused with Ferencvaros from Hungary, but no.
I did, yeah.
Michael, your next up is Malgor.
Malgor. Star Trek.
That is a Star Trek planet. Well done. He's running away with this. Jesus. Maybe he can't get caught now. Dylan, Farrell.
Farrell, that's a football team.
Correct. Where are they from?
They're from.
I thought that was what. I thought that was what happened in the Japanese league before you got a yellow card.
No, this team is they won't be from Turkey because that'd be too. They're from like the Islamic bit of Cyprus or something. Yeah.
So Cyprus.
Northern Cyprus.
Northern Cyprus, yeah.
It's wrong. It's Romania, but whatever.
I said Romania at one point.
Are they rivals
Michael.
with FC Bucharest?
Yeah, Farul Constanța. That's what they're called. Their full name. They're from Constanța.
I thought that was I thought you were saying Michael. Farul Constanța.
Michael, Stroyeria.
Wow, that sounds very football-y. Football team.
That is a Star Trek planet.
Oh, okay.
Stroyeria. Yeah, I know. That was a good one.
I do like this game.
I know. It's great. Dylan, Zelina.
Selena. Star Trek planet.
That is a football team.
Fuck.
Can you tell me which country they're from?
They're probably from let's keep going for Moldova until it is Moldova.
The correct answer is Slovakia.
Oh, I said Slovakia at one point.
Michael, Kobliad.
That sounds like a football team.
That's a Star Trek planet.
God damn it.
This game's great, honestly. Dylan, Lavaria.
They're a football team.
Well done. What country are they from?
I think I've actually heard of them, but I can't remember what country they come from. I'm going to say something like Austria.
No, even more, Estonia. I don't think you've heard of the Estonian team Lavaria, but fair play. Michael, Dila Gori.
Football team.
Correct. That's a football team. Where are they from?
What's the name again?
Dila Gori.
Oh, fuck. Serbia.
Georgia.
Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia.
Dylan, next one up for you is Zodino.
Zodino, football team.
Yes, where are they from?
They're from Latvia.
No, it's Belarus.
Surely they're not allowed to
No, they are.
participate.
They are. Belarus
I
are
was
allowed.
wondering if they were allowed to play.
Belarus are allowed to participate. Russia aren't.
Can I play?
Yeah, Zodino were in the Conference League qualifiers this year. Michael, next up for you is Tobble.
Tobble. That is a Star Trek planet.
That is a football team.
Okay.
Where are Tobble from?
Tobble. Estonia?
It's Kazakhstan.
Oh, okay. I wasn't
Kazakhstan. Dylan, Goreth.
Gareth, football team.
That is a Star Trek planet. Michael, Skagar.
Skagar, Star Trek planet.
Yes, Star Trek planet. Well done.
Yes.
Skagar. Dylan, Thorin Kazan.
Football team.
That is a Star Trek planet.
How many are left?
We've got 3 left. Michael,
Okay.
Auda.
Football Planet. I mean, Football Planet. Football team.
Correct. Where are they from?
Armenia.
The correct answer is Lithuania.
Oh, that's interesting. Okay.
Dylan, this is your last one, by the way.
Right. This is for like whoever gets this one might win sort of thing.
Yeah, 10 points if you get this one. Nausicaa.
Nautica. Got to be a football team.
That is a Star Trek planet. Okay.
I was hoping for football team so I could guess where it's from. So that's.
Well, you can do that anyway. We went through it.
I know, but I wanted the points. I wanted to be able to get it right too.
Okay. Michael, your last one and the last one overall is Borka.
Football team.
Star Trek planet.
Okay.
So,
That's fine.
I may have got the scores wrong here. Out of a possible 30, Michael, you got 13, and Dylan, you got 7.
That's not even 50. Like, you would have been better off just random chance.
Well, yeah.
Both of us would have been better off random chance.
There's 20 questions each, and of course...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if you guess... There's 20 questions, so I don't think any of you got the country right once.
No, Michael
I got the country right for us really early
did.
on.
You're
like,
right. Michael did.
Confident did I
So,
feel?
yeah, I think Michael got 12 out of 20 right then. Dylan got 7 out of 20 right. Dylan has been thwarted again. Just, I love the quiz. Just shows how many stupid countries and teams are in this competition.
It's a fun quiz.
So, Dylan, rating out of 10?
Well, I mean, you wouldn't let me steal, and you gave me a 7, and it went a bit long. But I was thinking 7, but actually, no, I will go for an 8.
Okay, Michael.
So I am just going to give it an 8.
You know what? I am going to give myself a 9. Which puts me in the lead by 1 over Dylan.
Oh, good choice.
I'm going to give myself this many
Look,
points. Oh, that puts
I
me in the
really
lead.
love this quiz. This is one of my favourite things to do and come up
Yeah,
with.
to be fair, I can believe that they genuinely like it.
I know, I'm thinking, I bet they'll mistake that one for a football team. Or, they'll think that's a Star Trek planet.
I mean, like, as Michael said, we would have just been better off random guessing then.
I know.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what you call good quiz design, Dylan.
Right, so did y'all hear about this guy called Jimmy Carr?
Yes.
So
I think he might
Dylan,
be a sexual predator, but we'll find
Sex
out.
pest, yeah.
Are you familiar? I feel like Luke is. Are you familiar with what happened with he had a little stand-up routine in America? Did you hear about this?
Oh, I heard about this. Yeah.
If there's anything near you,
I lost internet?
make sure you don't smash anything. You know, you might need to a safe space. He wasn't taking any prisoners with this. He says, "I want One Direction to do a BTS covers medley at my funeral, because then I'll be glad. I'll be glad I'm dead." Oh my god! Somebody stop! So basically,
somebody.
You know what, Michael? I actually just saw the 10-second intro and people kept dunking on it, and I didn't want to listen to it because it seemed cringe. So I just did not listen to it. But I saw people reacting to it. So, and that's one of the jokes in there.
Yeah, that's one of the jokes.
That is so bad. I can't believe that.
I know, yeah, bad in terms of offensive, like it offends you because.
I can't. God, the cancel culture police will be on him in a second.
You know, some people might say that on this show we've done the odd kind of offensive joke every now and then. Would you agree with that?
Probably.
Consistently makes jokes about how AIDS was started by cartoon characters or something.
Of course, that was Dylan. Yeah.
Yeah. But of course, there's this new thing, which is comedians talking about how edgy they are and how they're going to get cancelled.
I think the best kind of comedy is, it punches up. It's not like saying, "Oh, I think we should burn all the midgets" and that sort of thing. That's. Or we should euthanize disabled people. I think I don't think that's good comedy. I think good comedy punches up. That's what we like.
When we do our funny jokes about how Asian men or Indian men are all sex pests who are obsessed with fucking white women and they find all Indian women disgusting. There's
what a time to join.
Wow. There's clearly a layer of irony there. I feel like one of the problems is that a lot of these comedians, one of the reasons they're so cringe is because they're so earnest with their offensiveness. We're kind of operating on some kind of post-ironic level where it's almost really, not to deconstruct the jokes. I know that's a terrible thing to do.
Don't do it.
But the joke with, for example, like the sex pest thing is the fact that it's so normalized for people of power in like the media to be sex pests who are getting away with it, that you can actually make a competition out of speculating who's going to be the next person who's been revealed, and that is on a meta level.
It's good.
The joke,
and I think our
but
viewers,
it's also just funny.
I think our viewers will appreciate the joke being explained to them as well. I've got a question that I think's a bit better than Michael's topic, which is this is related to it, but it is, which of the three of us do you think is the most offensive?
I think it could be Luke, and the reason why.
Sorry, well, what could be me?
I agree.
Luke says more slurs in his. Well, the thing is, Luke's.
Sorry,
Luke
what was the
went
question
in hard.
posed?
Who's the most offensive?
Oh, I mean,
and the reason why is because, like, I feel like, for example, when we do our gay parodies, I feel like you say faggot more than anyone else.
You need to stop saying that word.
Faggoty faggot.
it's honestly a funny word. It's a great word. It's like the word retarded. It's like a very fun word to say. Anyway, Dylan, rate Michael's topic out of 10.
7.
You've given him a 7 the last 5 weeks. Michael?
I'm only going to give it a 7 myself, actually.
Okay, yeah, I think, a 6 is fair.
Yeah, you weren't there for all of it.
Yeah, no,
you got to remember that
you weren't there for
you
was
missed the good
fantastic.
bits, Luke. You know, you got.
Okay.
That was it. It was like,
God damn it.
wall-to-wall laugh as soon as you laughed.
So that means our annual Star Trek or Europa League or Europa Conference League team quiz has won out for me. I win this week, which means you two are still. It's honestly, whichever one of you wins next week or next time we do this will avoid the forfeit, basically. But of course, I could win again, and then it'll come down to average rating, which I'll have to calculate quickly. But yeah, no, it's so close between you two, and some might say it's good.
I need to pull something out of the bag.
It's good I won.
I need to pull my socks up here.
I know. Oh God, I can't wait. Can't wait for next time. So Dylan, final thought.
My girlfriend asked me to do her hair like a Rastafarian. I'm dreading it.
Michael, final thought.
That's pretty good. My girlfriend asked me to do hair like the judge in the dystopian 2000 AD comic series. I'm Judge Dreading it.
I like that one. That's good. So my final.
Not good at all.
So my final thought. My final thought is you could say
it's dreadful, but there you go.
Right, wonderful.
What's your thought, Luke? I want to hear.
My final thought is but what a great episode we had today. What a fun episode, and we'll see you all in a couple of weeks because that's when we're doing our next one. So goodbye.
All right, goodbye.